Hi everyone, I'm Trump and this is Might and Magic, Duel of Champions. Week 1 of the series. Since I have quite a bit of strategy card playing experience, Ubisoft contacted me to showcase this game on the YouTubes. As I love learning new systems, new rules, and new strategies, I'm happy to do so. And you're welcome to see me play the game in the usual instructional and educational Trump style, where I explain exactly what I am thinking. And you can join me in the path of learning this game. So, what is Might and Magic Duel of Champions? Well, it's a free-to-play strategy card game. And to start off the series, this is my new account. I'll explain the basics of how to play the game by finishing the tutorial, then play the first mission to complete the quest and get this fat 10,000 gold reward. Oh, and the tutorial will get me these 2 packs. And then I'm going to be off to fight a real player in ranked matchmaking. And by the way, if you would like to check out the game, if what you see here interests you, click the link in the description box and you will be able to start off the game with 6 starter decks. The value. Alright, here we go. Finishing off the tutorial. Time to mix everything up. I'm going to be choosing the Inferno starter deck. There are 6 factions, and also there's a single player series of missions you can do. Alright, so we do have these event cards. Alright, so the basics. These are events. These are interesting little things where either player, well, like the tutorial said, you start off the game by shuffling both players' events into an event deck, and then either player can use either of them, or both. This is your might, this is your magic, and this is your fortune. And these are the limitations of what you can cast each turn. This is how much mana you currently have. Every turn, you can increase 1 attribute, or pay a mana to draw a card. It is with those attributes that you can get these minions out. There are a few different types. There's melee, which you can only summon on the front row. And there's shooters, which you can only summon on the back row. And there's spells. There are also flyers, which you can summon on either row. I don't have any at the moment. What are these numbers? The one in the circle is the attack value. The one in the diamond is the retaliation damage, which if you're in melee, you will take after hitting something. And then the bottom one is the health. You have your mana cost. So I'm going to choose the one that has the strongest one. So I'm gonna increase my strength for the turn, which allows me to cast one of the Chaos Lacerators. Go and summon that right in this front position. Alright, so you can either attack the guy across from you, or you can attack the opponent. Seems like an easy gimmick there to just do that. Every turn you get an additional mana and you refill up to max. I'm going to increase my strength value so I can play one of these tough things. This looks like a beast. I'm going to just play that there. The opponent is going to die rather shortly. Alright, so we've got a shooter. It is immune to retaliation because it is shooting from range. Got a cool little mechanic there. Magic channel. You can always right click to find out more. So the controller's magic level is increased. Oh man, that's way too big. So I gotta take that out before I can attack the enemy hero. That's card disadvantage. Increase my strength again, play this awesome minion. It's got sweep attack. It attacks creatures of the same line adjacent to the attacked creature. Probably a better idea to put that in the center. And my opponent is doing really badly. Alright, I got an extra mana. Guess I might as well play this also. So that's an example of a flyer. You can play it either in the front row or the back row. One of the interesting things about this game, by the way, is you can reposition your minions. I actually have all melee, so they cannot move since I have all of the rows filled. As you can see, this thing has that one retaliation, so when this attacks, it would take retaliation, except this guy is immune to retaliation. It's going to deal 3 damage, and it's also got sweep, so this should also die. And then attack through, and oh my gosh, that was pretty tough. Wow, hard game. Get a bunch of gold when you level up. Finished my mission, so that is the quest complete. A bunch of gold there now. Let me finish the first mission with Inferno again. These rewards, by the way, are per faction, so you can actually complete the same mission with all 6 factions and then gain the rewards 6 times. A nice way to build up your collection. When you complete it with all the factions, you get a free pack of the base set, 1. Nice little bonus. Alright, so this is more of the standard opening. You're going to get the choice to keep your first hand or to replace and draw a new one. As usual in all these games, you're probably looking to get a good mana curve going. Fireburst 4. When the creature dies, it deals 4 damage to all creatures on the same row. Interesting. This is a bit too techy with too many spells, so I'm gonna get a new hand. Looks like my first spell starts at 3. It's not very strong. Or first minion. Both players discard 2 cards at random. A fine card to play, given that my hand is not so good right now. Increase the strength to start getting to the other ones, and sure, let's play this. Alright, so we got a 2/4 for 2. So strong, but it has the downside of costing 1 mana each turn to play. Let's see. Choose 1, look at opponent's hand and choose a spell card from it. Discards or search opponent's library for a spell card and put it in their graveyard. Alright, need to boost up my strength to play one of these the next turn when I have the 3 mana, and I might as well cast this, I guess. Wow, he has no spells in his hand. Alright, so he's got 2 fortune cards, which take this fortune ability, and I can see next turn he's going to play one of these, a shooter and a quick attack / charge. Attacks the same turn, and it's got charge, so it'll kill all of them, or I mean attack all of them. Boo. Alright, well this is not a great start. Now, good news is, if he wants to play one of those, he is going to be unable to attack with this. Alright, finally I can cast one of these things. I just drew a Succubus, which would have been nice the last turn. So the opponent's got a Wyvern there. On each turn you can either move, like this is what he did here, or you can attack. Now this has a Retaliation 3, which means if I play it on the front here, this has to attack into this, and then my retaliation is going to kill it, whereas his will not kill mine. So that's a value spot to play it. And I'll increase the strength, since next turn I can play this mean-looking Lilim. Alright, wow, what's going on here? Enrage 1. So, Enrage is a mechanic where since the enemy lost a unit, these guys are getting a bit angrier. Very spooky. Alright, so I got a shooter here. Sweep attack. Since I have a lot more health than the opponent, since this is a starter mission, I should be able to just bum rush him. This is one of the minions I'm going to want to keep in the back anyways. And looks like I might be able to win fairly early, just by attacking straight across. This thing takes 3 magic, so I'm going to go ahead and increase that. Alright, so I'm going to be able to do some sweep attacking. Although, this would not quite kill this thing, so I'm just going to use this to clear this first. And then be able to use this to attack straight across. Increase the magic. Right now this thing is quite buffed, having enraged twice. So I'll return that to hand. And this thing has only 1 attack and 3 health. I've got 2 extra mana. So let's see. I'll place it in this row since it still survives. No, maybe in this one. No, this one. Since if this attacks here, then it'll take 1 damage, and then it'll go down to 2, and then I can attack it back. As a flyer, I can put it on either the front or the back. He's decided to move his minions here because he's afraid of my terrifying rampage down this line. Look at me, calling the AI, trying to explain what they do. Okay, so this is the point of the game where it looks like I am going to be starting to run a bit low on cards, so I can run a bit low on cards while having a lot of mana, so I can start thinking about using these these events, where I can discard a card, draw a card, each player draws a card. Just general things which you can do to use your mana in the case that you have nothing too interesting to play. But I've got some pretty interesting things. So firstly, this thing's got the sweep attack, and will therefore deal 2 to this, and that's good because I can use this 2 to finish it off. As a shooter, I can shoot either the one on the back or the one on the front. Now this one can take out that guy. And I will use the Juggernaut to go for it there. This guy is getting real mad because of the Enrage. This is a 2/2/2. Do I have anything with Retaliation 2? I do not. This thing is going to be pretty scary. It's going to be able to kill this in 1 hit, but that's okay because that's overkilling it. And I'm going to do 3 retaliation damage. When Void Wraith dies during opponent's turn, it deals 3 damage to enemy hero. Wow, that's a lot. Attack anywhere. Ooh. I mean, here I can just trivially win by placing most everywhere, but go ahead and do this. No real point to playing these, so perhaps I should have played a 2 and then also been able to draw a card. I mean, if I were really inclined to trying harder. Look at you, Crusher, so sneaky, avoiding killing my Void Wraith. Alright, Alright, so firstly, get that sweep attack going. This thing was going to die anyways, so I'll trade this off. Although, of course I can use this and then not trade. The art is usually in getting the good trades. Since this is going to survive against this, but this will not survive against this, take out this. Let's use one of the events just to see what happens. Draw a card. You cannot play any card this turn. Nope. Discard a card, then draw a card. Sure, I'll cycle one of these. Get rid of one of these wimpy black vultures. That's a much better card. But I would also like to get that card advantage going. I'll place this here so that you can't just shoot my hero for free. Draw a card. By the way, as a general tip, if you're going to draw a card, draw the card first. I should know better. And bam. Alright, and that also completes that 10,000 gold quest. Off to a blisteringly fast start. Got that gold. This is a good time to show what the gold can do. So, one thing that is strongly recommended is starting off your purchases with the base set 2-pack, which has most of the things. Let's see, what do they say? It basically contains a lot of the good starter cards to get. Bam, bam. And wow, 8 packs already. With the quest reward, the 4 packs there. Oh, 2 wild cards. Okay, well that's a pretty good pack. I got a hero. This is deal 1 damage to all friendly creatures with enraged. They gain +1 until end of turn. By the way, there's a really detailed system here where your champions, your heroes can only cast these type of spells. And this is the starting resources of what you start with. So a lot of customization. A lot of different rarities. Many interesting things. But anyways, wow, that was a really good pack. Hero, wow. Pretty lucky. But let's just start off with something simple. We'll go with the Inferno starter deck and just go ahead and play ranked with it. Let's go. Next week, I'm going to open the remaining packs. Probably I will have played through a bunch of the campaign stuff, and then earn the golds, and then buy even more packs also. And then based off of those card packs, I will probably make some sort of... I'll see what faction gets the most love from the card pack openings. That particular one, I got a hero, so might lean towards that direction. But there we are, matchmaked into ranked. Inferno versus Inferno. Okay. So I start off on 3, that's not very useful. I'm gonna draw this new hand. Starting with that melee. Okay, so he gets the first play, but I get 2 mana. So my choice is to either play this or that. Fire Burst 4, when a creature dies it does 4 damage to all creatures in a row, so it's some interesting wall. Bit too tacky right now. So I'm just gonna play this. This guy looks like it's going to be able to fight well against that guy. since this can only do 2 damage to the 4 health, and then I can attack and then deal 2. Pretty good value. Using a spell to kill my guy. Boo. Deal 1 damage to all creatures. Interesting. Alright, this guy can attack anywhere. Or I should play the Juggernaut. It's just in the way. I think it's better to play something strong on the board, since if I were to play the Cerberus, he could just play something to face off against it. Got that basic Black Vulture. So that guy attacked into mine, the 3 retaliation damage kills the 2. Here I can even just kill his guy. He can only retaliate for 1, so another free card for me. Rookie mistake. And I'll just play this stay on curve. Can look at their graveyard at any time. Whoa, what's all this? Chaos Lacerator, Area Blast 3, deal 3 damage to all creatures adjacent to the attack creature. When it dies during your turn, opponent discards a card at random. Alright, so of course use the shooter instead of using the melee so I don't get retaliated on. Deal 2 damage to a minion, to a creature rather. Okay, do I have anything with retaliation 3? No. Do I have anything that'll survive that? No. And also I don't want to put anything on that column. Unless it's this. Draw a card, gain 4. Kinda useful. So that'll mean I have 6 mana this turn, and that's just gonna be 3, 2, 1. Play it all. Oh, campfire into campfire. I don't think I need the second campfire right now. I'll just avoid that thing. Oh, don't have the mana for that one. Alright, let's play this. Dispel Magic, destroy ongoing spell. He's got a flyer, draw 2 cards, gains sweep attack, gains attack anywhere. Alright. Sweep attack, gotta take that out. So he used his turn to move that into the way. The coward. Ooh. Gain Fear 3. When a creature at Hull of Nightmares dies from combat damage, destroy Hull of Nightmares. Cannot be attacked by a creature with a strength level requirement of 3 or less. Well, that's not very helpful. So currently it looks like I'm going to use this guy and this guy to hit that guy. This guy hit that guy. That'll hit the hero. I'm going to want to start looking at these. Discard a card, then draw a card. This teleport isn't that useful right now. Deal 2 damage, not that useful. Campfire is pretty useful. I got Furia's Gift. Gain sweep attack. That'll allow this guy to take out both of these guys. Somewhat useful. Alright, the events are all bad right now. I'm pretty much maxed out on stats, so I'm gonna draw a card first. And he clearly realizes that there is no use in fighting. As I've defeated an Inferno, I'm going to get another Inferno pack, a nice achievement thing. So, by the way, when you sign up using the link below, you do get the 6 starter packs, and then you have achievements of defeating opponents who are the various factions, and once you kill one faction you get another starter pack event, which you can then use to customize your deck. Well, we'll do that next time then. Alright, that was too easy. One more. With just the base deck. Alright, this time I am up against the Seeker of Lost Souls. I believe that's Necropolis. I got a 2-drop, 3-drop, Teleport, Fiery Death, nah, Halls of Amnesia, Forgotten Cave. It's unexciting. I'm gonna take my chances with a new hand. Okay, so this is a really good time to use the draw a card you cannot play any card this turn event for free. Which means I can't play anything, but I couldn't do so anyways, and start increasing the strength as is typical of this Inferno starter deck. So next turn it's almost certainly going to be the Succubus. Alright, so he's just got a silly 2/1/2. I can place that to... oh! I'll stay one ahead on the strength. Place this out in the front. Area Blast 3. So I should place this here. So if the opponent actually plays... if he's silly enough to play something here, I can incidentally kill this. Oh wow, he was silly enough to place something here. We got Regenerate 1. Okay, so this is an easy attack. This will kill that guy. Ow. Oh, there was a Death Seal. Ah, it's worth still. As I've got the 4 coming up. Or I could gain 4, but that's not going to be too useful. I'll increase the strength, and then perhaps the next turn I'll increase the fortune. As this is immune to retaliation, pretty good to play it there. Helpful icons on the bottom right for those who have played the game enough to know exactly what's going on a glance. This is one of those cool mechanics where it's like a mana dump, so late game when you're top decking low mana creatures, you can still use these for the small benefit. And I also like how when you've maxed out your stats you can just draw a card each turn. Alright, so I'm probably going to want to gain 4 next turn. Alright, Infect 2. Infect. 2 poison counters at the beginning of the supply phase, deal 1 per. Alright, so I can have 1 5 mana this turn. So I'll play a 3 and a 2. A nice little fortune. Keep these guys in the front. The area attack guys will be pretty nice. I will get you, tree. Looks like the final stat for me to increase is going to be this magic. Next turn I have 5. And I'll probably play the Hellfire Slave. It's pretty tough. And Firebolt. This thing only does 2 damage for a 4, which is pretty light, but it does have a lot of health, so I'm just going to try to avoid it by not playing anything here. A Lich. No retaliation. Nice little archer there. High attack, no retaliation also. So in order to maximize damage, I attack with this into that. And then this into that. And I probably should kill this off. So it is going to be the 4 and the 1 as I expected. going to keep avoiding his guys. I'll place a guy in this column so that in case he plays something over here, I can get started on killing it. Looks like order does not matter here. Finish it off with the firebolt. Attack face. Like many card games, the life total is a resource, and I've got control of 3 of the rows. He only has control of this one, so I'm going to be able to out DPS him. Putting the fire burst on this is pretty good, since I'm going to be able to deal 4 to each. But no need to play that quite yet. So he's in a pretty tough spot, and I do have the flexibility of playing either here or here. That looks pretty big. Wow, that's a lot of retaliation. I'm so much health. But I do have quite a few guys who are immune to retaliation. All my guys are immune to retaliation. This one's got sweep attack, so I could use this to kill this, or do this to deal 3 damage to both. Use this to kill this, and then, if there is the fiery death on it, this will take 2 damage. Oh, and that's adjacent too. Oh, this fiery death is going to be pretty painful for him. Unfortunately, I can't finish the one past it. But I might want to town portal the archer then. No, it's going to be so weak, and the archer can't kill this in one shot. So that did the damage to the adjacent. Many of those guys up. I need to play something that has more than 3 health in this row. That's a shooter, so it has to go in the back row. That's useless, and that is also rather bad. Yeah, let's place it here and call it a day. Deal 1 to all creatures. Unfortunately, would kill his archer, but he can stagger it so that this attacks this first and then deal 1 each. Crippling. Whenever this creature deals attack damage to the creature, put crippling on that creature. Creatures with crippling gain -1, this and that. Forgotten Cave. Draw 2 cards. Retaliation. So I've got the sweep attack, so this, when it attacks this, will also kill off that. Does not look pretty for him. Did he not attack with that? Well, that is the matchmaking for you, since I am relatively new to the game. Well, new account. Alright, so I believe this will cripple my guy. Oh right, immune to retaliation. Oh wow, my guys are so good. Go ahead and return this while I'm at it, so I can develop onto this side. Whoops. I'm gonna go for the fill the entire board achievement. Defeated Necropolis, so I get a Necropolis basic deck. Alright, well there you have it. That is the basics of the game. Alright, in the next video, we're going to adjust our decks. Since you will start off with all 6 of the starter decks, should you choose to sign up with the link below, check out the game. It's fun, free to play. Get a little bit more of card gaming experience, breadth of knowledge, a new way of thinking of things. Try it out. And in the next video, we'll explore just as you have all of these decks, you can actually adjust your deck. It'll take out some of the cards I think are weak, put in new cards, and then get some packs, open them, and then further adjust the deck. So, tune in next time.